father remembered, in his heart burned the flames of hot embers. Just a member searching for his shot to help create a nation with all that he got. He was a man of many flaws, until a pistol he had to draw. From making himself a name, outspoken and boisterous, his purveyors of fame. He was a man among the greats who had a date with fate, assistant to the greatest, unhindered. A man with no hiatus, on top of the world with some skin in the game, would serve to heighten his fame till he came down hard for playing the wrong cards. He ain't no charlatan, made his way honestly, ain't no simpleton, but made enemies, stared down a barreled gun. Such is the story of the great Alexander Hamilton.
Every once in a while you get something that comes out that you want to see, but you don't think you'll have the opportunity to see it. And with Hamilton, that ended up happening for me. When it was a play, I definitely wanted to see it, but when they announced it to Disney Plus as a somewhat filmed version of the play, I was very excited to watch it, and so I did. And Hamilton, which is directed, written, and starred by Lin Manuel Miranda, is a play/film about the founding father who is Alexander Hamilton, and it basically takes you through his whole life from basically getting out of college all the way to his death after he and Aaron Burr duel. And I will say, I'm going to review this film as more of a film. I'm going to look at the way the camera and the audio helps or detracts from this rendition of the show, but I'll also review a few of the elements of the play, and so because of that, this review is going to be a little different from what some of my other reviews are. So to start off with the positive, all of the music in this play is really catchy, really well done, and much more modern than you think it would be. You would think a play, about a founding father that takes place in the late 1700s during the Revolutionary War, the music might be a little outdated or a little boring. No, this music is very outdated. A lot of it is performed in somewhat of a rap type of music style and whatnot.
No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened.
And because of that, it really adds to this play and it makes it much cooler. On top of that, this film is shot excellently. You would think that because of it being a stage production, that it would be rather one tone with the camera work, but for the limitations that they had, they really did a great job of panning in, zooming around, and focusing on particular characters or elements that added to the story to the point where the best way to see this play is no longer going to the theater to see it. The best way to see this play is on Disney Plus. So if you ever have wanted to see Hamilton, yes, if you want to go in real life just to have the experience, go ahead, but you're going to have a much more enjoyable time watching it from the comfort of your home, on your screen, on Disney Plus. I had a blast with this play. There was one scene, all the scenes were really great, but there's one scene in particular where Jonathan Groff as King George III comes out, and he's all decked out in this king, monarch type costume. He comes out walking very flamboyantly, and he sings this just incredible song. And it's so well shot, so well lit, and the audio is so well done that it's almost like you're watching him on stage perform. You can see the spit coming out of his mouth, and that was my favorite scene. It was well done, and his character was really cool too. They definitely tried to make him come off as villainous and whatnot. Obviously, it's taking the side of the U.S., given that it's from the perspective of Alexander Hamilton, but he did a great job with it, where he made you loathe him, but in kind of a quirky, strange, sort of fun way. which is really a lot of what helps this play out. Now, if there was one negative to this, it's not necessarily in the play, it would be in the audio recording. And the reason I say that is because there is no dialogue in this play. The play is all in a sing-songy manner, all of the lines are delivered via the music, and because of that, you would hope that the audio really helps. And at times, during certain songs, and it might just be because of the amount of people on stage singing, or whether they had to put the mic, I don't know, but there are certain songs where the audio didn't pick it up as well, and it was kind of hard to understand some of the words they were saying. But that's really the only negative to this performance, or to this show. But it's not enough to drag this show down and how entertaining the show is for me. So because of that, I'm going to rate Hamilton future classic. I mean, you could argue this play / film is already a classic, but if not, it definitely has the potential to be a classic in the future. And I mean, it won several Tony Awards, so this is probably the easiest rating I've ever given to anything that I've reviewed. Like, future classic, I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. So anyway, guys, that wraps up my review. Please stay tuned for more content. I promise I will be getting you more original reviews, not just 30-day film challenge videos here in the next week or so. I haven't had enough time to watch movies as I would have liked, but I promise you I am getting through some of the movies that I want to watch. And please stay tuned. Thank you for watching.